Good evening, everybody. Good evening, all. So once again, we are here to learn the further functionalities of Excel. So just concentrate on the screen, whatever the screen I shared here. So from today, we will learn the extra functionality like additional functionality in Excel, whatever it is given in the Excel apart from the functions. Whatever functions we already learned. So many functions we already learned. And yesterday I already show you the list of functions which we learned during the sessions. So today I am going to tell you the some functionalities of Excel. And yesterday we started the home tab. Yesterday we started the home tab. And from home tab, we already learned the conditional formatting, and then the last option was the format as table. So again, I'm going to repeat it. Just select the data, whatever you have, but make sure your data should be in a structure format. Make sure your data should be in a structure format. Structure format means what? It should be arranged in the row and column. It should be, and make sure you are having the structured data. And if you are having the structured data properly, and please do not include the merge cell, then you can convert it into the table. And in a table, there are lots of functionalities available in Excel. So I'm going to convert my data into the table. Just select it. Press Ctrl T. Ctrl T is a shortcut key to convert your data into the table, and make sure my table has header should be ticked and press OK. OK. Now your data is converted into the table. Lots of table designs are available here. Light, medium, dark. See, last one is a dark. So if you want to set it on a light, then you set this one. Then white table style light 1, white table style light blue table style light 2. Same thing is a white table style medium 1, and last one is a dark one. This one. Okay, so these are the like different styles which you can set. But now suppose I'm setting my style on this one. For example, I'm setting my style on this one. Okay, now just concentrate on the tool whichever we have. We have table design tool. If I'm clicking outside the table, then I don't have the table design tool. If I'm clicking within a table, then I'm having the table design tool. Okay, table design tab. Table design tab, it only comes if you converted to the table, and if your cursor situated in within a table, not outside the table. If your cursor situated in within a table, then you will get the table design tab. Okay, otherwise you will not. See, my cursor is situated in within a table. Suppose it is outside the table, then I don't have the table design tab. I don't have the table design tab. Okay, now I'm opening my table design tab. So I'll start from one. First, that is the property. Table design. In a table design, the first group. See, these are known as a group. These are known as a group. Which one? See, above these are the tabs. Table design tab, I'm having this group. Property group, tools group, external table data group, table style option, and table style. Now I'm going to click here the table name. Suppose I want to change my table name. So how? Just select here. And there are three rules like in our field, three rules are there, na? Personal account, real and nominal. Same thing while assigning the name of the table, three rules are there. Three rules are there. The first is do not include the spaces within the name. Suppose I'm giving here the my data. This will not name with number. This name will not be assigned. Next, I cannot put here the dot. or any specific character. This name will not be assigned. So just assign the name that is my underscore data and press enter. Now your table name is my data. Your table name is my underscore data. For example, here is equal to my underscore data. See, I can shift to the table directly with the help of that name. But make sure you are using the higher version if you want to use this kind of thing. See, these are the things which were available on older versions also. From 2003 it was there. But what is the new thing? See, I assigned the name of the table, that is my data. And now I is equal to my data. My data. Enter. So this, the function of this type of functions, like it is taking complete array of my data. Whatever the names, whatever the my data contains, it is giving all the data. Okay, same thing, I can use this name. I can use the name like I told you about the filter function. In a filter, you can use, see, whenever it is asking you the array, then you can put here the my data, comma. Okay, now what you want? You want only those data whose total is greater than 20,000. So I told you, just select this one, okay, and greater than 20,000. So you will get filter data. Enter. See, now you are having the filter data. So this will help you a lot if you are assigning the name. Okay, now the next. Now after name is table. What do you mean by resize? What do you mean by resize? Suppose you want to resize the table. You want to like include less cells in your table. You want to include more cells in your table. So that is known as resize table. You want to resize it. You want to resize it. See, presently, like your like data F28. A1 to F28. Okay, see, this is F28. F28. So A1 to F28, you assign the name my underscore data. Now you want to include one more cell like G also. So you can click on the resize table and just instead of F, just type here the G. Enter. See, it will increase the one column. Same thing, you want to decrease the cells, number of cells you want to decrease. So this is known as resize table. This is known as resize table. Now next, I'm not telling you like in today's session, I'm not telling you the pivot table. I'm only telling you the table, not pivot table, because there are different between pivot table. Table is just a simple converted your structured data into the table, rows and columns. Okay, not I'm going to tell you the pivot table because pivot table is completely the different topic. Now remove duplicates. Okay, from here, suppose here I am having two same name, Jagdamba. Here also I am having Jagdamba. So I want to remove the duplicate from here. So remove duplicate. And then from which you want to remove duplicate description. Just tick on the description. Rest, unselect all, and then description. Okay, it will remove the one. See, 3 duplicate value found and removed. 26 value remains. Okay, see. Fine. Now next is convert to range. This will convert your table into the normal range. Presently, you are having the table. For example, suppose is equal to sum. You are selecting it. You want to take the sum of total. Then please check what is it taking. It is not taking the F1 to F28. It is taking the name of that column. That is my data total. Okay, same thing you can directly take is equal to sum my data, then put a square bracket, then for which you want to take the total GST audit. Put a square bracket close. See, you are having the GST audit total. But when you convert your data into the table, when you convert your table into the normal range, okay, then you have to select the range. For example, you are converting your data into the normal range. See, convert to range. Okay. Now please check, it is taking the range, not the name. Previously it was taking the name. Previously it was taking the name. Now it is not taking name, it is taking range. Fine. Try to understand the things. Okay. I'm sure everybody understood the things, whatever I'm telling here. Okay. Now next. Now the next functionality of table. If you data into the table, then next functionality, again, I'm going to convert this data into the table. This Control T, enter. Now next is what? It should be on set this one. Okay. Now next is what? Suppose you're moving to the, you're scrolling your table. You are scrolling your table. Then the table heading is on column heading. Table heading will be shifted on the column heading. Please check again. Suppose you are scrolling your table. From here you are not, you are scrolling the table. Then also you are getting your table heading on the column heading. But if you are outside the table, see, I'm here. Then you are having the column heading like I, J, K. But if you are inside the table and you are scrolling, okay, then you are getting the column heading. So this will be a help you a lot while you are having the large amount of data. This will help you a lot while you are having the large amount of data. Okay, now next. Insert slicer. That is a good thing. But before using the slicer, I should give you one more understanding about the filter and the sorting. Okay, now one concept is sorting. The second concept is filtering. Now one concept is sorting. The second is filtering. Now what is sorting and filtering? Try to like answer yourself as I regularly ask you a questions, but try to answer this question to yourself. Okay. So what do you mean by sorting? And what is the difference between sorting and filtering? See, sorting means to arrange the data either in a ascending format, ascending or descending. What is ascending? A to Z. And what is descending? Z to A. Ascending means A to Z and descending means Z to A. So if you want to arrange the data, arrange the data. Okay, arrange means you want to complete data. Suppose you are having 1000 data. You want complete data, but it should be arranged in a ascending order. Ascending means A to Z. Or it should be in a descending order. Descending means Z to A. Descending means Z to A. So either ascending or descending. Okay, either ascending or descending. For example, I'm having this data. Okay, now I am having this data. Now I'm having this data data, and everybody can see in a table, there is a one down arrow key. In a table, while converting the data into the table, there is a one down arrow key, this one. There is a one down arrow key, this one. You can sort the data completely here. You can sort the data completely here without selecting other columns. For example, suppose you're not having the table, you are only having the data. Not table. Okay, I'm like now you want to sort the data. Then in that case, you have to select complete data. Otherwise, if you are sorting only file number, then the rest will be remain same. Your data will be shuffle, will not be shuffle. Okay, like for example, 1001 for Jagdamba. But if I'm sorting it in a descending way, so 1000 instead of 1001, it will show me the 1010. But according to that, it will not show me the description because data is not selected. But in that case, in the case of table, there is no need to select the data. Only you need to open the drop down and then you have to sort from here. See, shortest, largest to smallest. See, the description will automatically shift it. The description will automatically shift it. No need to select the complete data. Same thing for description. Suppose I want to sort it in ascending order. So the file number and everything will be automatically shifted. See. Okay, so this is the sorting. In case of text, so see that the data type of this column is text and the data type of this column is number. So that's why it is giving you sorted smallest to largest and largest to smallest. But this is giving you either in ascending order or descending order, A to Z or Z to A. Okay, so according to the data type, it will gives you the option. According to the data type, it will gives you the option. Whether you want to sort in a largest to smallest or smallest to largest. But in case of number, if you are having the number type data type, then you will get the option that is largest to smallest, smallest to largest. But if you are having same thing in the case of date, newest to oldest and oldest to newest. I'll do it later on. Okay, in the case of date, suppose I want to sort the data. Fine, everybody is getting. Like try to do it with yourself. Everybody having the data. I transferred this file. I sent this file via, like I attached here in the chat box. Okay, now next. Now, after sorting and filtering. Okay, after sorting, not filtering, I still we didn't check this filtering. Now sorting means what? To arrange the data. Sorting means to arrange the data. But now what is filtering? There is lots of difference between sorting and filtering. Filtering means to extract the data on the basis of condition, whatever I specified. Okay, whatever I specify the condition. Increase the column width and decrease the row height so that you can check it. Okay, see. Now, what is the difference between sorting and filtering? The base difference. I'm not going to write here the complete difference. Base difference. The first difference is sorting means to arrange the data, while filtering means extract the data on the basis of condition. Second difference, In sorting, you will get complete data, but data will be arranged. You will get complete data, but data will be arranged. But in filtering, you will get only those data which fulfill your condition. Rest data will be hidden. Rest data will be hidden. For example, please check. Suppose I want only those GST audit whose amount is greater than 8,000. So do not use the filter. You can mention the more than one condition and you can use the and, or you can use the or. What is the difference between and or? If you are using if you used the and, then unless until all the conditions will not be satisfied, you will not get the data. Okay, so like if we are mentioning here the two condition with the help of and you are using this and, so both the conditions should be satisfied, then only you will get the data. Okay, but or means either or. Any one of the condition of the mentioned condition is true, then you will get the data. First, I am going to mention only the one condition is greater than 8,000. Okay, now I am having the data. See, so where the rest data gone? See, I was having lots of data, but presently I am having only how many rows? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only I am having 5 rows. So I was having 28 rows. So what about rest rows? Rest rows will be hidden. It will not be deleted. It will hidden. See, now I can choose the clear filter. Now I am having all the rows. I am having all the rows because I clear the filter. So sorting means to arrange the data whether in a ascending order or descending order. And filter means to extract the data on the basis of condition. Rest data will be hidden. Excel will hide that rows, okay, which didn't fulfill your condition. Now I'm going to use the end. Okay, like I want to specify two conditions, so I can specify here number filter, then I can go from here also custom filter. Same window will be open. So not equals, it should be greater than 4,000, less than 8,000. Okay, addition data will be, now I'm having 11 rows because only 11 rows fulfill my condition. But in the case of if I'm mentioning only one condition, or you can set okay, I'm going again in that. Now you can set, you want or, either greater than 4,000 or less than 8,000. Okay, then both the condition will be satisfied. Now I am having all, how many rows? 26. How many rows? 26. Greater than 4,000 or less than 8,000. So less than 8,000, it will include also the 3,476 now, because it is less than 8,000. Okay, so I'm sure you're getting and or. What is and or? Now you want to clear the filter. So see, there is a one sign of filter. On the down arrow key, you are getting the sign of filter. See, when you are lower the cursor now, then you are getting greater than 4,000 and less than or less than 8,000. Condition is written. Then from here you can clear the filter. You are learning in a proper way. If you are not getting, then just write me on the chat box. And if you are getting, then also you can write, yes, ma'am, perfectly I am learning. Yes, ma'am, we are getting. Okay. Now, in a Excel, multi-level sorting is also there. Now, what is multi-level sorting? What is multi-level sorting? Multi-level sorting means what? Suppose we want to sort the data by description. Okay. And we also simultaneously we want to sort the data by GST audit. For example, suppose I am sorting here. First, I should clear the filter. Yes, I cleared the filter. I should. Okay. Now I'm having the data A, B, B, but now I want to that description because I want to sort on also the GST audit. So like after completing the description sorting, you want it should be sorted by the GST audit also. Means you want to apply the second level. First, you want to apply the first level by description. The data should be sorted by description. But if you're not concentrating on the label and if you are sorting from here, okay, here, then it will disturb your this sorting now. But you want to add the level. You don't want to disturb the description sorting. So please just concentrate. I'm sorting here, that is A to Z. Now afterward, I want to sorting the GST dot data, but it should be highest to lowest. Okay, the company whose name is starts from B. If they are having the GST audit more than second one, like largest, then it should be seen upper side. So how we can go home? Then there is an option of editing, filter, then custom sort. In a custom sort, one filter, one level is there. You can apply the second level. Now from here, you can take the GST audit. It should be largest to smallest. See, it is not disturbing. It not disturbed your first sort. It not disturbed your first dot. Getting. I'm sure it is. You all are getting. So in Excel, you can apply the multi-level sorting also. But from where you can apply? See, either first, okay, first sorting you applied from here. Now you want to sort multi-level sorting you want. First level you already apply. So go to the home, then filter, and there is an option of custom sort. From here you can check the sorting according to what you sort the data. And then you can add the level. 64 levels of sortings you can add in the Excel. In a Excel, 64 levels of sorting you can do. Okay. Now I can delete from here. I can copy the level, whatever I want. Okay. Now, suppose you want sort top to bottom. Then you can go for the sort options. Everybody is getting. So sorting, filtering. I'm sure everybody understood in a better way. First sorting and filtering. Try to write down the difference between sorting and filtering. Try to write down the difference between sorting and filtering. What is sorting and what is filtering? Once again, I'm going to repeat. Sorting means to arrange the data either in a ascending or in a descending, or smallest to largest or largest to smallest, or earliest to oldest to newest, newest to oldest, if you are having the dates. Now this is sorting. Sorting will arrange the data according to what order you want. According to what order you want. Okay, it will not reduce your data. It will only arrange your data. It will arrange your data. But instead of that filtering, by applying the filtering, you will get only those data which fulfill your condition. Which fulfill your condition. So maybe data will be reduced by rows, because suppose you are having the condition you want those data whose GST audit is greater than 8,000. So what about rest? Rest will be hidden. And your rows will be reduced by fulfilling the condition. By extracting only those data which fulfill your condition. So filtering, there is no limit of filtering in Excel. There is no limit of filtering in Excel. Try to do it, try to do it, try to do it. Otherwise, see, I regularly instructing you. It is not possible to learn in Excel if you are listening the lecture regularly, but you're not doing something. Then it is very difficult. Okay. Okay, now I'm moving ahead. Okay. So sorting and filtering. I'm going to write here in Excel. You can sort data by adding 64 levels maximum. It's a limit, huh? It's a limit. But filtering, there is no limit to extract the data, like to mention the condition. Okay, no limit for conditions. For example, I'm going to apply the two filters. The one filter is the data GST audit should be greater than 5,000. Greater than 5,000. Enter. Okay. Now the second is return filing. Now this is, I apply the filter on GST audit. See, here is a icon which shows you applied the filter here. I applied the filter for on GST audit. GST audit should be greater than 5,000. I only want to check that those data whose GST audit is greater than 5,000. Now the second filter I also want. First filter we come that return filing whose return filing is greater than 5,000. Okay, number filter greater than 5,000. See, first I am not applying it. Okay, how many rows I am getting? 13 rows. 13 rows of those data, those employees, those companies whose GST audit is greater than 5,000. Now I want to apply the filter on return filing also. Greater than 5,000. Now see, I am having only 5 rows. So both the condition, unless until, see, first filter is GST audit should be greater than 5,000. Second filter is return filing should be greater than 5,000. Same thing you can apply on total apply. So this is known as, there is no limit for multiple filters. N number of filters you can take. N number of filters you can take. No limit. But in a sorting, there is a limit. 64 levels. Okay, next. Next advantage by converting the data into the table. Next advantage. See, first I should clear the filter. Clear filter. Clear. Next advantage, that is again a very good thing, you know. Instead of filter, applying the filter, newer version of Excel are 2010 and onwards. Okay, 2010 and onwards, Excel introduced a new feature that is insert slicer. Insert slicer. Slicer is used to filter the data. Insert slicer. Like I'm inserting the slicer from file for file number. Okay. Okay. Now I want to check only 1001 data, 1002 data, 1003 data. So this is the slicer. Okay. I can use this slicer. I can apply this, shifted this slicer to the above also. But I don't want to increase the height. I want to decrease the height, but increase the width. So just like apply, set the columns over here. Instead of 1, you can set the 14 columns. Enter. Okay, now you can increase the width, decrease the height. Just again, I'm going to increase it. Insert more rows also. Okay, now see 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015. Okay, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. So this is the slicer. This is what? This is the slicer. Okay, I can like delete the filter from here also. See, here is given sign. Just cross it. So you will get all the data because now you don't want to filter the data. Okay, this is the one type of filter. I also want to apply the filter in GST audit. So again, I can insert the more slicers. Table design, then slicer, then GST audit. Okay, now see this one, this one, this one. But if you want greater than, less than, then you have to apply the normal filter, not in a slicer. You are not getting the options. I'm closing it. Okay. You can change the design of the slicers. See, in a table design slicer, there are lots of designs. You can create your own style, new slicer style. Okay, whole slicer. Okay, and then selected item with data, header. So header you want blue color. So just set from here. Now you want selected item with data. Which color? It should be in a red color. Selected item with no data. In this color. Now you can set your theme also. This one. See? In every file number, I am having the data. Na? If I don't have the data, then in color because I set now. Right, modify. You can also modify the slicer design. Whatever style you created, now you can modify that. And you can set as a default slicer style. Presently, it is not. Presently, the default slicer style is first one. Now, suppose you are selecting 1001, then rest data, which is unselected. Okay, you want the format should be which color? You want green color. Whatever you want, blue color. Light blue. Okay. See, now light blues are unselected items with light blue and selected item with red color. You want to clear the filter, clear filter. Now all the in a red because all the file numbers have the data. And then you can, if you wish to change the style, then right click, modify. So this is the way how can you create your own style. I'm sure you already seen how can we create the simple style. Na? Or like in at the time of what I tell you. How can you get a style? Your own style. Everybody got the slicer. What is slicer? Now today's session we learn table. How can we convert the data into table and the functionalities of table? Now some like functionalities still remain. Okay, now what is after like it's slicer, there is an option of export. You can export the data in SharePoint list. Now what is SharePoint list? It is a server like space provided by the Microsoft. Okay, now next. Refresh. Okay, refresh. Now next is total row, header rows. Suppose I don't want to check the header row, then click on or click. Okay, then what is to banded row? One row dark and one row light. That is banded row. I don't want. See? Okay. Now next is banded column. Last column. Completely it will be highlighted. Now the last option is total row. See, I want to check the total of GST return filing. So I should not want to apply the formulas. So if you are ticking over here, then you will get by default the total formula. See, you want in a return filing now, so you can take the sum. You want in a total, then you can take the sum or average, whatever you want. This will see, this option will include one total row in your table. But it will add one more row. But in that row, you can check all kinds of functions. That will be the total row, grand total row. Okay. Now suppose I want to delete one. See, I'm having this data here. Now everybody knows if I deleted the row from here, then it will delete my simultaneously return data also. But I don't want like that. So I can select this, just press the right click and delete table row, not complete row. This will not disturb your simultaneously data. See, this will not disturb. Same thing, you can add one more row. Insert table row above. This will not disturb this format. See, sorting and filtering, it is written in a continuation. This will not disturb. Okay, this will not disturb. Now last option, that is filter button. Suppose these are the buttons which you don't want to include in the printout or like whatever. You don't want to check. See, you don't want to show it. Then just untick it. It will not show the filter data, filter button. See? Okay. So, like I'm going to end this session by learning the complete table. Today we learn the table functionalities as well as slicer available in Excel. This will help you a lot. If you are moving for the further then analytics tool like BI tools, then this will help you a lot. In Excel, it is very useful, but in the furthers also you will get these options. Okay, so thank you so much. Have a nice day.